St.Johann is a small town in the center of Pongau, and it's its district principal town with 10,800 inhabitants as well. A healthy mix of agriculture, tourism, trade and business is characteristic of the townscape. Moreover, it is a center of education with 4 compulsory schools and 4 schools of higher education. St.Johann has got a nearly 30-year-long tradition when it comes to environmental policy. Since 1998, when the E5 program started in Salzburg, St.Johann has been participating in it. At the same time, the town is a member of the Climate Alliance and since 2014 a fair trade partner.
Die Gemeinde St. Johann ist E5-Gemeinde und wir haben uns zum Ziel gesetzt, wirklich energieeffizient zu arbeiten. Die Stadtgemeinde St. Johann hat sich daher ein Leitbild erarbeitet, das so in Abständen von 2 bis 3 Jahren immer wieder evaluiert wird und auch immer wieder neue Ziele festlegt. Das ganze E5-Programm ist entstanden aus einem offenen Umweltausschuss und das ist mir ganz wichtig, dass die Ideen aus der Bevölkerung kommen und die Politik dann nach ihren Möglichkeiten diese Ideen umsetzt und natürlich diese Gruppe unterstützt. Die Stadtgemeinde St. Johann ist im Jahr 1999 das erste Mal zertifiziert worden mit 2 E und sind dann 2008 zur höchsten Auszeichnung gelangt mit den 5 Ehen. Das war wirklich ein sehr konstruktiver Weg, den wir da gegangen sind und wir, die Politik und die Bevölkerung, sehr eng zusammenarbeiten und da bin ich auch sehr zuversichtlich, dass wir das auch in Zukunft schaffen werden.
With this highest award, the town has got a leading role in Salzburg and is aware of its responsibility for a sensible and sustainable energy policy. Due to the increasing use of renewable energy sources like biomass and solar energy, CO2 emissions have been reduced by about 25% during the last 20 years. The ongoing energy-related improvements with all community buildings is one of the key issues. Therefore, all newly planned buildings become lowest energy eco-houses. However, other ecological criteria are taken into consideration as well. With the ZIS, the Center of Inclusion and Special Education, a new school building, 1,200 cubic meters of timber have been used and thereby 1,200 tons of CO2 have been conserved. A groundwater pump, a low-temperature heating, green roofs and an automatic heat recovery ventilation have been included. Those responsible have also ensured that the parking lot is sealed as little as possible. In addition to that, a charging station for electric vehicles, so to say cars and bikes, is available. By renovating the primary school close to the cathedral and the Polytechnic Middle School, an energy reduction of 47% was reached. All community buildings have been connected to the local biomass heating plant if that was possible. On many community buildings, solar thermal plants and photovoltaic power plants can be found. The output of these systems can be seen on displays, as for example at the event hall. So the citizens' attention is drawn to that kind of energy production when passing by. The construction of a drinking water hydropower plant was considered an additional opportunity for an environmentally friendly production of energy. In cooperation with a water association, 3 drinking water hydropower plants have been built, providing 390 households with electricity. The town's lighting in the streets as well as in community buildings is gradually changed to LEDs. Since 1991, the city bus has provided energy saving and green mobility in St. Johann. It connects all, even distant parts of the city with its center. About 110,000 rides are done by passengers each and every year. The city bus runs on biogas from Salzburg. At the same time, regional buses, so-called Postbusse, can be used for the same price as the city bus, which is 50 cents within the city's borders. The purchase of e-bikes is supported by the city as well. Currently, more than 200 e-bikes can be found in St.Johann. In addition to that, St.Johann has bought annual passes for the train from St.Johann to the city of Salzburg. These tickets are lent to the citizens of St.Johann with the intention to encourage them. These tickets are free of charge for the villages of St.Johann. In order to make citizens more aware of issues related to energy and environment, grants are offered for photovoltaic and solar thermal plants, central heatings run by wood pellets, and e-vehicles like cars, bikes and scooters. Also, an award called EcoStyle is given to dedicated schools, businesses and institutions for their commitment to the protection of the environment and climate. Moreover, information on grants and measures in the field of energy and environment can be found in the city's magazine, St.Johann Journal. This magazine has been published since 1985. Back then it was called The Environment Snooper. Also, St.Johann is intensively preoccupied with the issue of global justice. Some examples of this practical solidarity are the cooperation with Intersol Salzburg, with projects in Bolivia and India, the Peace Days in St.Johann with international participation every other year, as well as the joining of the Climate Alliance in 1998. Also activities such as the Climate Shop exhibition in 2014, a party in which streets are turned into fields and roads are used by people and not by vehicles, or the regular participation in the European Day of the Sun are promoted. Here the cooperation with the schools is an essential factor. For example, on the Day of the Sun, pupils of the high school are cooking with a solar cooker in the center of St.Johann, and thereby presenting SKIP, the Solar Cooker India project. Moreover, a petition called Youth Against Nuclear Power is available, and Climate Alliance Fair Trade and E5 information is handed out to interested passers-by.
Ich mache bei dem Solarkocher Indien Projekt mit, weil ich es gut finde, andere Leute zu helfen, denen was vielleicht nicht so gut geht wie bei uns in Österreich.
Ich mache bei dem Solarkocher Indien Projekt mit, weil ich überzeugt bin, dass wir in Zukunft viel mehr mit Sonnenenergie arbeiten sollten.
Ich finde die Erfahrung, die ich beim Solarkocher Indien Projekt gemacht habe, wichtig, weil ich dadurch erfahren habe, wie gut es uns eigentlich geht und dass wir gegen die Situation in Indien was machen können.
Ich habe beim Solarkocher Indien Projekt mitgemacht, weil ich dadurch einen kleinen Schritt zur weltweiten Reduzierung der globalen Erwärmung beigetragen habe. Denn Ziel dieses Projektes ist es ja, die Dörfer in Indien mit Solarkochern und Biogasanlagen auszustatten und somit auf herkömmliche Brennmaterialien verzichtet wird und dadurch kein Rauch entsteht. Darüber hinaus finde ich es wichtig, dass man sich auch in Zukunft mit der Solarenergie beschäftigt.
This future-oriented work in the fields of energy and environment has repeatedly been honored with awards, and St.Johann is going to continue on this path consistently.